All right, race fans, let's recap a big Thursday afternoon here at Delaware Park. Before we get to all that, let me tell you about a special event we have coming up this Saturday morning right here at Delaware Park, and everybody is invited. We hope to see everybody there. We had a couple of these last spring. They were very popular, well attended. We're going to have another one this Saturday, September 6th. That's this Saturday, 7:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock, right outside on the apron. Come out to see your favorite horses in their morning workouts. We'll have some jockeys and trainers there as well. I'll be there doing some interviews with the jockeys and trainers. We'll have some good breakfast snacks for you, some fresh hot coffee. The weather's expected to be nice. We'll have some sunshine out there for you, hopefully, as well. So come out and join us this Saturday, September 6th, 7:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock. We hope to see you there for coffee, sunshine, and horses. All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1 on Thursday kicks off the popular early pick 5. They bet over 42,000 into the early pick 5 on Thursday. Race 1, we're going a mile, 70 yards on the main track. The main track was fast all afternoon on Thursday. The turf was firm. Race 1's claiming 5,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Haven't won a race since March 4th or never won 4. Let's go to fill-in announcer for Thursday. Josh Brown was out on Thursday, so the longtime familiar voice of Delaware Park, John Curran, with the race calls for you on Thursday. Here's all the action from race 1.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Our Violent Affair from the rail breaks well, goes for that lead up on the outside. Helen Ortiz, Alma Brillhouse on the far outside. Divine Exchange moves up with the rail and the gray Once and Eagles. Tucked in between horses, 3 across the track, entering that first turn, and Helen Ortiz getting the worst of it, 3 wide, out toward the center of the track. Divine Exchange leads it by a neck over 1 Violent Affair, with Helen Ortiz right there, a close-up third. 6 lengths further back to Once an Eagle and Alma Brillhouse running as a team at the back of the pack. They've got 6 furlongs to go, opening quarter win in a leisurely 24-2 as they move down the backstretch. Divine Exchange on the inside. Up on the outside, it's Helen Ortiz side by side. Then a gap of 2 lengths to Our Violent Affairs, running nicely in third, right behind the dueling duo. Then a gap of 6 lengths to Alma Brillhouse, and Once an Eagle is your trailer, about 8 lengths off the lead as they move toward the half-mile marker. Divine Exchange and Helen Ortiz still head-to-head. Our Violent Affair looking to go through on the inside. No room there right now. Then a gap of 6 lengths further back to Alma Brillhouse and Once an Eagle. They cut the half in 49 flat. Very leisurely middle quarter there as they race into the turn. Helen Ortiz on the outside. Our Violent Affair on the inside. Make that Divine Exchange on the inside. Our Violent Affair is racing in third. Then a gap of 4 lengths further back to Alma Brillhouse and Once an Eagle. They've got a quarter to go, and Helen Ortiz now slips away by 3 lengths over Divine Exchange. Our Violent Affair is trying to rally into that second spot. Alma Brillhouse and Once an Eagle trail as they turn for home. They've got Helen Ortiz to catch. The 6 and 1, 15 and 1, and Helen Ortiz bidding for the upset opens up by 4 lengths on the field. Right now they're battling for second. Divine Exchange is there with Alma Brillhouse. Up on the outside, Our Violent Affair is flattened out and Once an Eagle, but it's all Helen Ortiz in the opener. Helen Ortiz wins with ease by about 4.5 lengths. Alma Brillhouse getting second, Divine Exchange third.
Well, how about the 7-pound apprentice, Teresa Salazar? She scored with a big long shot winner last week, and she scores in the opener on Thursday with Helen Ortiz, who was 12-1 morning line. She went off 7-1 in the 6-year-old mare by Tiz Now. Gets her 9th lifetime win. She now has earnings around 130, 140,000. Congratulations to winning owner and trainer Daniel Siciliano with Helen Ortiz's big win in race 1. Congratulations to the bug girl, Teresa Salazar. Helen Ortiz pays $16.80 to kick off the early pick 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 would start the early pick 4. They bet almost 25,000 into the early pick 4 on Thursday. Race 2, we're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. 50,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up, never won 2. Let's check out the action from race 2.
We're about set. And they're off. Our Best Song breaks well. Goes for that lead, but quickly is outrun as they make their way down the backstretch by MJ's Mushida. Down to the inside, 1,000 Stories is there. as they make their way toward the half-mile mark with Flying Phyllis moving up between horses, and Militia is your trailer, but only about 3.5 lengths separates the field. MJ's Yoshida leads it by 2 lengths with Flying Phyllis in pursuit second. Our Best Song is still up there 3 wide. Militia now looks for a seam to run through. Might find one. Down toward the inside, dropping back just a bit. 1,000 Stories as they make their way around the bend with MJ's Yoshida to catch. And Militia is on the move. Militia is now taking dead aim on that leader. Militia goes right on by. Militia has it by about 1.5 lengths now. MJ's Yoshida dropping back. Our Best Song toward the outside of Flying Phyllis. And the trailer's 1,000 Stories as they hit the top of the turn with Militia in command. Militia leads it by 3.5 lengths. MJ's Yoshida trying to hang on to second, followed by Our Best Song. And Flying Phyllis in between horses. The battle's for the balance. But storming away to victory, it's Militia. Militia in front by 5.5 at the wire. Flying Phyllis getting second. Our Best Song third, followed by MJ's Yoshida.
Militia didn't break very well, but she overcame that quickly, and she was much the best down the stretch. She wins for Richard Burnsworth and trainer Steve Glaceris, the 3-year-old daughter of Army Mule, now a 2-time winner from 6 starts. Nice ride there from our leading rider, Jamie Rodriguez, who picked up his 59th win of the meet. Militia went off 3-1 and paid $8 to win race 2. Let's take a look here at race 3. Race 3 would kick off the middle pick 5. They bet over 21,000 into the middle pick 5 on Thursday. Race 3 is a maiden, 16,000 claiming for filly mares 3 and up, going a flat mile on a firm turf course with the rail at 15 feet. Let's see what happens here in race 3.
About set. And they're off. Pretty even start down toward the inside. Each Peach Pear Plume goes right for that lead and will have it passing the finish line the first time. Right there in second, that is Amendment, now going up to challenge that one into the first turn. Up on the outside, Lady Raven. Virtual's on the far outside, racing in fourth, saving all the ground toward the inside. It's Marmora racing in fifth. Then comes up on the outside, Alcamon, followed by Sochil up there 3 wide. Next in line, that's Cartoon City, followed by Shady Nights. The trailers keep it sweet. Opening quarter went in 23-4. Honest tempo being set by Amendment as they make their way down the backstretch. Amendment leads it by 3 parts over each Peach Pear Plum. Up on the outside, that's Virtual racing in third, followed by down toward the inside, Lady Raven. Right there, that's Al Jamam in between horses as they make their way toward the half-mile marker. Zochil toward the outside, followed by Marmara toward the rail. Cartoon City keep it sweet, 3 across the track. And Shady Nights drops back to last. They went the half in 48-2. They've got under a half mile to go. And on the front end, it's Amendment by 3 parts. Each Peach Pear Plume is right there in second, followed by Virtual close up third. Al Jamam is racing evenly in fourth, followed by Zochil trying to kick it in fifth. Then comes Lady Raven as they turn for a home. On the front end, it's still Amendment showing the way. Kicks clear by 2 lengths. Each Peach Pear Plume racing second. Al Jamam is kicking in on the outside. Far outside, here comes Virtual with a rally. They've got just over a 16th to go. Amendment is trying to hang on. Al Jamam is making a run on the outside. Al Jamam sticks a neck in front, maybe. Al Jamam, Amendment is game, but Al Jamam is better. Amendment getting second, followed by Virtual and Each Peach Pear Plum.
Al Jamam, a big 7-1 winner for trainer James Nicholson Jr. and 7-pound apprentice Joshua Vargas. Al Jamam, a 3-year-old daughter of Frosted, breaks her maiden in her 11th career start. She went off 7-1 and paid $17.40 to win race 3. Congratulations to all the winning connections there in the third. Let's take a look here at race 4. Race 4 would kick off the late pick 5. They bet over 15,000 into the late pick 5 on Thursday. Race 4, we're going 6 furlongs on the main track, claiming 7,500 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 4.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Mr. Mox toward the outside goes for that lead. The Heights on the far outside is Steel Magical and Prom Night rush up toward the inside, and Prom Night's going to engage that leader as they make their way down the back stretch. Mr. Mox by a half. Prom Night with the rail racing second, followed by up on the outside, Sapinaris right there, ready to take over that spot. Now in second, going after the leader. Prom Night back into third is Steel Magico going along evenly in fourth, followed by Notion to Tap It, and the Heights is the trailer as they make their way into the turn. Opening quarter 22-4. They've got just over 3/8 to go. Sappenar up on the outside, Mr. Mox on the inside are now stride for stride as Steel Magico's a threatening third. Then a gap of 2 lengths to the Heights trying to rally in fourth. Prom Night is dropping back and Notion to tap it. Alongside of that one with a quarter to go, Sappenar to catch. Mr. Mox on the inside. Here comes the Steel Magico. The Heights going to make a 4 wide move in the middle of the track. 4 across the track with a furlong to go. As Steel Magico has to hold off the Heights on the outside. Toward the inside, Sappenar is trying to fight back, and Mr. Mox 2-horse affair as Steel Magico and the Heights is coming on the outside. Here comes the Heights to take the lead. With a 70 yards to go, the Heights on the cutback in distance wins it by a length and 3/4 as Steel Magico second, Sappenar third. I think Mr. Mox held on to fourth.
The Heights gets a nice win there for Baxter Racing Stable and trainer Mario Saray Jr. The Heights, a 5-year-old son of Nyquist, now a 5-time winner from 29 starts. Nice ride there, jockey Jose Batista. The Heights paid $14 there in race 4. Let's take a look here at the 5th race to kick off the late pick 4. They bet over $20,000 into the late pick 4 on Thursday. Race 5, we're going a mile, 70 yards on a firm turf course, rail at 15 feet, claiming $10,000 for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Ladies in, we're about set. And they're off and running. White Lilacs gets away well. Down toward the inside, that's Chez Soleil going with that one in the early going as they come to the finish line the first time. Up on the outside, that's Shy right there, close up third. Then 2 lengths to Expecting a Winner. Toward the inside, that's Alon's La Chica for Tequila. And the trailer is Wonderful Lady as they make their way around the first turn. White Lilacs leads it by 2 over Chez Soleil on the inside with Shy. Their heads apart in second and third. Expecting the Lady has moved up on the far outside, taking over fourth. Followed by, toward the inside, La Chica Soleil, followed by Allen's toward the inside, and trailer is Wonderful Lady as they make their way down the back stretch. Opening quarter went in 23 and 4. On the front end, it's still White Lilacs controlling the tempo by 2 lengths. Chez Soleil racing in second as they make their way down the back stretch. They've got 2 lengths further back to Allen's toward the inside. Expecting Lady is also right there. And Chez Soleil is among that group, followed by Wonderful Lady, and La Chica for Tequila has dropped back to last as they race into the turn. White Lilacs to show the way. Chez Soleil racing in second. Shy's in between horses, Expecting Lady up on the outside, 3 wide. Followed by Wonderful Lady who's putting in a rally, and Alon's toward the inside looking for racing room as they turn for home. It's still wide open. White Lilacs continues to show the way. Has it by a length. Up on the outside, Expecting Lady continues a strong rally. Far outside, Wonderful Lady's kicking in also. It's on the front end, Expecting the Lady. Toward the outside, Wonderful Lady. On the front end, it's still Expecting a Winner, trying to be a winner. Expecting a Winner on the outside, Wonderful Lady. Expecting a Winner hangs on by half a head. Wonderful Lady racing second, followed by White Lilacs toward the inside, and a photo with Alon's for third.
Expecting a Winner gets the money there in race 5. 4-year-old daughter of Neolithic, now a 4-time winner from 15 starts. She wins for trainer William Downing. Nice ride, jockey Martin Schwann. Expecting a Winner went off at 3-1 and paid $8.60 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5 on Thursday, congratulations, it paid huge. The early pick 5 on Thursday that paid out in race 5, it paid $17,936.35, so nearly an $18,000 early pick 5 score for you on Thursday. Congratulations if you had that. Maybe you can parlay that into the Eagles tonight. Good luck. Good luck. It is game day, and we're in Eagles country here, so if you had that big pick 5 score, maybe take a little flyer on the Eagles tonight. All right, let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. We're going a flat mile on the main track. 8,000 starter allowance here for filly and mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
We're set, and they're off. Lady Dominance breaks well, goes right for that lead, but has company from Waterloo Rose up on the outside. And Waterloo Rose engaging for that lead and trying to cross over and get that lead, and will do so nicely. Waterloo Rose now to the front, opens up 3 lengths on the field. Extremely Grundle is moving up on the outside second. Lady Dominance toward the inside, and Salagadudot settles in the fourth as they move around the first turn. Under a nice hold is Waterloo Rose, tugging at the bit going in the first quarter mile. Waterloo Rose cuts the opening quarter in 24-3. Nice solid tempo being set by Waterloo Rose, but still under a nice hold. 2 lengths to Extremely Grundled racing second. Lady Dominance a length further back in third. And Salagadoodah riding with the rail in fourth. Only about 4 lengths separates the field as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. Waterloo Rose controlling that tempo. Salagadoodah spurts up there with the rail into second spot, followed by Lady Dominance. Extremely Grundled is 3 wide as they cut the half in 48-3. They race into the turn, and now the favorites are going at it, but Waterloo Rose kicking clear by a length and a half. Salagadoodah trying to sustain that rally. Lady Dominance moves up on the outside now, taking over second, and Lady Dominance is going after the leader. Salagadoodah has dropped back just a bit, and Extremely Grundled paired off with that one at the back. Lady Dominance quickly goes right on by, and Lady Dominance opens up on the field. They've covered the 6 furlongs in 1:14-3, and Lady Dominance is living up to that name right now, in front by 4 lengths. Lady Dominance in front easily right now. Salagadoodah tries to kick in once again, followed by Extremely Grundled and dropping back Waterloo Rose. But with a 16th to go, it's all Lady Dominance and a well-timed move. Lady Dominance and Gabriel Maldonado wins it by about 6. Salagadoodah has to settle for second. Waterloo Rose third. And as they make their way across the line, that was Extremely Grundled third, and Waterloo Rose fourth. Running time 1.
Big win there from Lady Dominance. She loves it here at Delaware Park. Now from 5 starts here at Delaware, she has 3 wins in 2 seconds. Overall, she picked up her 7th lifetime win. She wins for trainer Victor Carrasco Jr. and jockey Gabe Maldonado. Lady Dominance went off 5-2 and paid $7.40 to win race 7. Let's take a look here. I'm sorry, that was race 6. I'm sorry, Lady Dominance, big winner there in race 6. All right, let's take a look here at race 7 to kick off the late double. Race 7, we're going a mile, 70 yards on a firm turf course with the rail at 15 feet. Maiden claiming $16,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action here from race 7.
We're about set. And they're off. Stormforce breaks well, as does Shane Falco. Cary Grant toward the inside, rushing up by the Riverside, looking for a spot on the far outside, and will get one as they come off the chute. Shane Falco leads it by a half. Right there, Party on Rufus is tugging at the bit to go with that one, and Party on Rufus sticks a neck in front. Shane Falco, nice hold, racing in second now. Then up on the outside by the Riverside third. Stormforce saving ground nicely with the rail fourth as they make their way around the bend. Next in line comes Midnight Fog, the first timer, up on the outside of Morgatano, followed by Merging Traffic, Kitten's Ploy. 4 lengths further back to your trailers, Royal Renegade, followed by Cary Grant, and My Little Kaiba is at the back of the pack. Opening quarter goes in 22-3. That's a good solid tempo being set by Party on Rufus. By the Riverside now moving up the challenge. Shane Falco's tucked in nicely now toward the inside in third as they move down the backstretch. And Morgatano toward the outside of Stormforce. Midnight Fog is trying to move up, followed by Merging Traffic, looking for room now as they make their way past the half-mile marker. Then comes Kitten's Ploy, and further back to Royal Renegade, Cary Grant, and My Little Kaibo. They went the half in a solid 46-3 as they race into the turn. Shane Falco has the lead. Party on Rufus trying to stay right with him in second. Up on the outside by the Riverside is hanging in there in third. Stormforce with a good trip toward the inside in fourth, followed by Midnight Fog as they hit the top of the turn, and they've got Shane Falco to catch. Up on the outside by the Riverside, trying to kick it in. Stormforce between horses. Far outside comes Kitten's Ploy with a rally. Down toward the inside, Merging Traffic has found some room. Here comes Merging Traffic to the front. On the outside by the Riverside, Merging Traffic edging away. Merging Traffic will win it by the Riverside second. Tight for third. May have been Royal Renegade in there with Kitten's Ploy, and on the front side, Cary Grant.
Big effort today from Merging Traffic. The 6-year-old son of Cross Traffic breaks his maiden in his 27th try. Congratulations to owner Michelle Peoples and trainer Jennifer Trueheart. Nice ride there, Abner Ordorno. Merging Traffic went off 9-1 and paid $20.80 to win race 7. Here's the story on the middle pick 5 from Thursday. It started race 3, paid out there race 7. Nobody hit the middle pick 5 for 5 out of 5. The 4 out of 5 payout was $90. The carryover for the middle pick 5 on Saturday starting race 3, the carryover is $14,767.38, so nearly a $15,000 carryover waiting for you Saturday in the middle pick 5 starting race 3. Let's take a look at the 8th and final race from Thursday. Race 8, we're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming $25,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action from the Thursday finale.
And they're off. It's a pretty good start for them all. Toward the inside, Stanley Cat goes for that lead with Musical right alongside it. Musical now easily to the front. Stanley Cat back in a second. That's My Pharaoh is racing in third, up on the outside 1,000 times. Unforgettable Lord between horses, and the trailer as they race down the backstretch is Summer Ready. They've got a half mile to go, and on the front end, they're battling. Stanley Cat is trying to give Musical a run for the money as they race into the turn. Musical still leads it by maybe a neck. Right there, Stanley Cat is second. 1,000 times, the first timer's going well in third. Then a gap of 4 or 5 further back to the rest of them. That's My Pharaoh, Unforgettable Lord, and Summer Ready. 3-horse affair right now. Musical leads it. Challenge coming from 1,000 times up on the outside. Stanley Cat's dropping back just a bit. The rest are far back as they turn for home. Looks like a match race on the front end now, with the favorite on the inside. Musical, first timer, 1,000 times on the outsider, head to head with a furlong to go. Musical is digging in 1,000 times. Is dead game on the outside. These two are going to fight it out in the final furlong. On the inside, Musical in front by half a head. 1,000 times is trying to come back on him. Musical, though, edging away on the drop down. 1,000 times a game second. Going to be Unforgettable Lord in a photo with Summer Ready for third and fourth.
Musical, the well-bred 3-year-old colt by Candy Ride, cost $700,000 as a yearling at Keeneland. He breaks his maiden in his second career start for trainer Brittany Russell. Nice ride there, Kevin Gomez. Musical went off 2-5 and paid $2.80 to win race 8. How do you make money on a 2-5 shot? Well, probably a lot of people keyed on this horse in the late pick 5. The late pick 5 on Thursday paid $1,837. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Musical. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about my best bet and price play for Saturday right here at Delaware Park. Okay, here's my best bet and price play for Saturday, September 6th here at Delaware Park. My best bet is going to come in race 4. That's the first leg of the late pick 5. It's the second leg of that middle pick 5. Race 4 is going a mile 70 yards on the main track, claiming $7,500 for 3-year-olds or 4 and up. Never won 3, so the first thing I do, I see if there's any 3-year-olds in the race taking advantage of the dual condition, and there are. The 7, Crab Cakes and Beer, the 3-year-old by Good Samaritan, has already won 3 races going against older horses that have never won 3. Crab Cakes and Beer just ran his best race ever on a fast track. That was August 21st here at Delaware Park at this same level, 7,500, 3 life. He rallied from mid-pack that day to win by a neck with a 61 Beyer speed figure. His trainer, Victor Carrasco Jr., who's hitting at 30%, puts this 3-year-old right back in the same spot with Gabe Maldonado right back aboard. So I think the 7, Crab Cakes and Beer, looks awfully tough in race 4. I'm going to single on that horse on all my pick 5 tickets. 9-5 there on the 7, Crab Cakes and Beer in race 4. That's my best bet of the day. My price play is going to come in the last race on Saturday. Race 8's a first level allowance condition for filly and mares 3 and up, going a flat mile on the main track. And I'll take a shot here with the 5, Brightness, who's 8-1 morning line for trainer Tim Ritchie. Kevin Gomez rides this 3-year-old daughter of Great Notion. She's run 6 times already. She's run a couple big races since Richie claimed her back in early June. This will be her first time going long. She's been a closing sprinter. It looks like she's going to appreciate the extra stretch out in distance. So I'll take a shot with the 5 Brightness at 8-1 in race 8. That's my price play of the day on Saturday. Don't forget that carryover in the middle pick 5 on Saturday starts in race 3. Carryovers almost 15,000, so start studying up for that right away for the middle pick 5 on Saturday. The handle on Thursday, not bad. The handle is a little shy of $1.9 million on Thursday. So thanks again to all our fans, horsemen, and bettors. Thanks to the horses for putting on a big show for us on Thursday. Have a good night. Go Eagles. Big game tonight in Philly against the Cowboys. It's the Eagles Nation time tonight, so good luck to the Eagles and all your fans. Have a great night. We hope to see you here on Saturday.
There's only one